is up, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to a channel update video. Today is May 25th, 2011, and we're in the midst of a lot of stuff going on, and I haven't done a channel update video in a little while. I kind of felt like this would be a good time to do one. A lot of people are having questions, a lot of people are kind of leaving comments on pages about stuff, and so I want to clear the air on a lot of different things. I finally have a lot of new information for you. So, to give you like a summary of what I'm going to talk about in this video, first of all, I'm going to talk about, unfortunately, Ask the King being delayed again this week, but I'll tell you why. We're also going to talk about what's going on this coming weekend and what to expect. Also, what's going on right now with my Witcher 2 and LA Noire playthroughs. And finally, a little bit of information on LA Noire, why I have not put any footage of it up on DSPGaming, and what's been going on with Machinima and all that, because I do have an answer for everyone, and I know a lot of people have been asking about that. And now that I said that, let me make sure I didn't forget anything, because I wrote everything down here. Okay. So, first and foremost, I want to let everyone know, I know that last week I delayed Ask the King, and I said it was coming this week, and it was supposed to be coming out tomorrow, May 26th. Unfortunately, I have to delay it again, and I apologize. This is totally my fault. I forgot that I'll be traveling all day tomorrow because I'm actually going to the Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament in Chicago, Illinois. Starting tomorrow, I'll be traveling there. The tournament is actually a 3-day event, but it's Friday and Saturday is the meat of it. Sunday is just the finals. And actually, John Rambo and I have been shooting back and forth, kind of like wondering if we're even going to stick around for Sunday, because number one, Super Turbo finals are on Friday, on Saturday, not Sunday, and pretty much Super Turbo is probably the only game we have a chance of making it to the finals in, and so unless some fluke happens and I end up doing really well in like Marvel 3 or Mortal Kombat 9, which I haven't been playing at all, then there's really going to be no reason to stick around on Sunday. You'll be able to see the finals on a stream anyway. But anyway, to kind of settle this situation with Ask the King, basically it's going to happen next week for sure. June 2nd, Thursday, June 2nd, the episode of Ask the King will be coming out. So now you got to wonder, okay, well Phil, if you're traveling to UFGT, you know, what kind of stuff's going to be going on at this tournament, and what can we expect footage-wise? Well, to answer that question, first of all, I will be filming lots of different stuff during this weekend, and it may be, some of it may be traveling footage like we did when I went to the gaming convention, like I did with the other tournaments that I've gone to this year. You might see some of that. Some of it might be actual gameplay. Some of it might be on Sunday, like I said, if we don't attend the tournament, we might actually just go to Chicago and walk around Chicago and visit different stuff, and if that's the case, we'll probably film there too. So you're going to see all that footage. I'm going to put it all on DSP Street Fighter, because that's the fighting game channel. It makes sense that if you're interested in that trip log and also, you know, the fighting game footage itself, if I get any, then that's where it should be. Now, the question is, some people, you might wonder why I'm saying, because some people already asked me, well, am I definitely getting footage of this event, meaning gameplay-wise? And here's the thing. I talked to the tournament director, and basically, there's going to be a stream. Just like most of the major fighting game tournaments these days, there's going to be a live stream. And so anything that's on the stream, I'm not allowed to film. Anything off the stream, I am allowed to film. The question is, what exactly is going to be on the stream? I don't know if Super Turbo is going to be on the stream, you know what I mean? I don't know if certain matches of what games are going to be on the stream. I just know that usually they do put the stuff that most people want to see on the stream. And so the question is going to be, number one, how many people are at this event? Number two, what's the setup like? Is it easy to film stuff? Or is there going to be a giant crowd blocking everything? And number three, will I even have anything worthy of being recorded, or is it all going to end up going on the stream and everything else is going to be like qualifier pools, and who really cares about the qualifier pools, you know what I mean? Unless there's a really big match that was off stream, but sometimes it's really hard to tell what matches are going on where, and you might not get the right match or not be able to get a good match. So I honestly can't promise you a lot of footage. I can tell you this, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to film stuff and have some good footage of this event. At the very least, you're still going to have, like I said, the travel log of us going out there. Rambo and myself are going out there, and we're meeting up with Domdai and our friend Mayor McJustin as well while we're out there. So it's going to be, you know, us going, playing games in the hotel room, but also maybe going out to eat, hanging out. If we go to Chicago on Sunday, that, you know, we'll have footage of that. That'll all be over on DSP Street Fighter. That's starting tomorrow, and then that's going to be all the way through Monday, because we don't come back until sometime on Monday. So that's the deal with that trip. And then that leads into the next question of, okay, that's great that you're going on that trip, but when can we expect more footage, what's the next footage going to be that you put out, what's going on with your current playthroughs right now, and so on and so forth. So I'm glad that I'm making this video now. This is the last video I'm putting on DSPGaming before I leave, so that everyone can understand what's going on. Basically, I'm in the midst of 2 playthroughs, as you know if you've been following along. On DSPGaming, I'm playing The Witcher 2, which is an extremely long and fairly difficult role-playing game for the PC. Just had a console release announced, by the way, but there's no date yet, but it is coming to consoles. And then LA Noire, I'm playing over on Red Dead DSP. Now, the reason that I was playing LA Noire on Red Dead DSP was because I was afraid to put it on DSPGaming, because at first we were told that Rockstar didn't want footage of their game being leaked, especially the cutscenes. So I was doing a playthrough of it over on Red Dead DSP, because that's not a Machinima partner channel. That's just a private channel I had for myself. I did my Red Dead Redemption playthrough on it last year. So as I was in the midst of doing this, I realized, first of all, LA Noire is a pretty long game. And, you know, I played it 3, 4, 5 different sessions now, and I'm still not even close to beating it, supposedly. And then I realized, well, I was being contacted by a couple people, and they said, Phil, this is kind of weird, but YouTube, we're seeing people now who have partner channels on YouTube, and they're putting up LA Noire footage, and they seem to be fine. Nothing's going wrong. So I kind of bounced it around in my head, gee, maybe I could bring the playthrough over here to DSPGaming. And I bounced it around in my head. I said, but you know what, before I do anything like that, let me contact Machinima. And so this past weekend, I sent Machinima a notice or a question asking what's the deal, have they had any updates, any word or anything. And I waited and waited and waited. And in the meantime, I kept playing Witcher 2 and I kept playing LA Noire. Now, some people are saying, Phil, why are you playing Witcher 2 so much more than LA Noire? We want LA Noire. Alright, first of all, I know everyone wants to see LA Noire. I do too, okay? But the bottom line is that right now, Witcher 2 is a really fucking long game. I didn't know how long it was going to be. Now I've been told it's 30 plus hours. And I know I'm more than halfway through it at this point, but I'm really putting like my foot to the grindstone now. Today I've played already 6 hours. I'm probably going to play 3 more hours before I even upload this video that I'm recording right now. So you're going to see even more footage of that. You're probably going to see a ridiculous amount of videos for that game. I really want to get it done by, say, the middle of next week, because next week there is a new game, Hunted Demon's Forge, that I want to play, but I don't want to have 5 unfinished games before I move on to something new. So I'm really been trying to crunch and beat this game. The thing about this game is it is difficult, and I don't want to, say, take a significant amount of time off, go play LA Noire, beat LA Noire, and then come back and I'll be fucking rusty as hell at this game and suck at it and have to relearn it and not do very well at it. And to be completely honest, the story is really kind of grabbing me right now. The story of LA Noire, although it's it is interesting because it is like a mystery kind of a game, I don't think it's as gripping as the story as Witcher 2 because there's really no ongoing narrative. Yeah, there's the backstory of Detective Phelps, but besides that, which is very, very slim between each case, a lot of these cases aren't connected or they're disconnected, and so it's really not like an ongoing thing. It almost seems to me it's an episodic game. Like you sit down, you play through one case, wow, that was fun, okay, I'm done for today, and you walk away, and you come back the next day and you play another case, which is almost how I've been treating it. Of course, some days I play a little bit more, some days I haven't been playing it because I've been trying to focus on Witcher 2. So I am. Right now I'm focusing on Witcher 2. I really want to get it done, and I'm hoping by the end of today I get a big chunk out of the game so that when I come back from UFGT next week, it's not a giant undertaking to finish this game, okay? So that's what's been going on with the playthroughs. I'm doing Witcher 2 on DSPGaming, I'm doing a little bit of LA Noire one at a time on Red Dead DSP, and I'm making money off of Witcher 2, and I'm making absolutely nothing off of the playthrough of LA Noire, okay? So finally, after several days, I got a response from Machinima yesterday about what's going on with LA Noire and Rockstar, etc., and if it's safe to put videos up on their partner channels for the game. And unfortunately, I didn't really like the answer I got because it was pretty pathetic, in my opinion, but I can completely understand how this is happening, okay? So if you remember, way back 2009, so we're going back 2 years now, when the first DLC for Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, it was The Lost and Damned. I was doing a playthrough on my original Darkside Phil channel, and I got copyright strikes not from Rockstar Games, who makes Grand Theft Auto, but from Take-Two Interactive, who's the publisher of the game, okay? And all of a sudden, my channel got shut down. I had to get it basically reversed or whatever, and my channel came back. Well, here's what's happening, and this is straight from the horse's mouth. Across Machinima, everyone now has started uploading LA Noire footage because the international release of the game was last Friday. And so basically once the international release date happens and everyone all around the world can get the game, most of these companies have no problem with putting up footage, okay? So that's what happened. After Friday, like Saturday, almost everyone just started uploading LA Noire to their channels. Here's what Machinima said. They said, out of all the partner channels doing it, and there aren't a whole lot that are doing LA Noire, but there are some Machinima partners that are doing a playthrough of it. 5 of them have gotten copyright strikes for LA Noire. And in every single case, Machinima contacted Rockstar, and Rockstar said, we didn't do it. It's Take-Two. And that's true, because if you look, just like it said to me back in 2009, it's saying Take-Two Interactive is putting these copyright strikes up against people. And the bottom line is, Take-Two is the publisher, Rockstar made the game. They're the actual creators of the game. They're not aligned, okay? Rockstar doesn't give a shit if people put up videos. Take-Two, for whatever reason, has someone at Take-Two flagging videos on YouTube, and apparently people have been trying to contact whoever this person is, and they can't even contact the person. So this guy's just in there, oh, it's LA Noire, I was told to flag it, While in the meantime, the international date has already passed, and they should be doing that. So it's a big miscommunication between companies, between stuff that's going on, and I was basically told by Machinima, you have the right, we have every right, we can't tell you not to put up LA Noire footage, but be aware that you might get a copyright strike against you, especially because of how popular my page is. And if that happens, the only way they've been able to resolve it, they have not been able to contact Take-Two and get them to reverse the strike. Instead, what they do is they contact YouTube, and YouTube says, alright, just have that person delete the video, and we'll take the strike away. So that's what people have been doing. Delete the video, take the strike away, and then they re-upload the video. So it's a big risk, because the people that this is happening to, sometimes multiple videos are getting flagged. I'm afraid that if I start putting up LA Noire on DSPGaming, that all of a sudden 4 videos get flagged, the whole channel's gone. And if that's the case, I'm going to go fucking crazy, and I'm going to contact Machinima and be like, they're out of their minds, and we're going to have to do a lot of work to get it restored. Because as you know, YouTube is slow. It's the bottom line. YouTube is slow to react to anything. So, I don't know. I've been on the fence whether or not I should take the chance of uploading LA Noire to DSPGaming. And so I kind of been bouncing it around in my head, and I said, well, you know what? I'm going to be on a trip this weekend anyway, so I'm not going to get to finish LA Noire yet. I will have a chance to start playing it again next week when I come back. So I kind of think I want to think about it over the long weekend. I want to think about what I want to do, because in truth, the LA Noire videos are extremely popular. I'm getting lots of views over there. I know it would be getting even more views if it were on DSPGaming, because I have a way larger viewer base over here, and I don't think everyone's fully aware or stays in the loop to know that I'm doing that playthrough on a different channel, and so people are missing out on it. So I'm thinking, you know, what do I want to do? I think by next week, I'll decide. And then when I come back on Monday, problem is I don't know how late it's going to be or whatever. It could be a grueling trip. I don't know. But I'm going to start playing Witcher 2 again next week, and I'll start playing LA Noire again next week. And I'll decide what I want to do. And, you know, it might be worth the risk. I've been thinking about it. Maybe it is worth the risk to try to do it on DSPGaming, just because I know there's such a massive incentive for profit. But then again, I'm not all about profit. I'm doing fine, and a lot of people have been very criticizing about my Witcher 2 playthrough, and oh, why are you saying the game's so hard? It's not just me, it's basically anyone who isn't just a hardcore PC gamer that says this game is too fucking hard, even to the point where the game developers just had to defend themselves on Eurogamer.com. There's a big article about it, and their response was, well, maybe we're just used to hard games, so we didn't want this to be a walk in the park. To which I say, well, maybe you don't want to sell your fucking game to anyone but the hardcore gaming audience, because that's not how you sell a game. And by no means am I telling you to dumb down your game. I'm saying, have a tutorial that teaches you how to play the fucking game. Not me sitting here reading the manual, trying to figure out how to do that in-game in the first battle, which is extremely hard, kicking your ass, and then later on fighting bosses that are like nigh impossible to beat unless you know exactly their patterns and what you're supposed to do to beat them. This isn't the 1980s where you're playing fucking NES games. This is 2011, we've gone past this point. And some people might like that. That's fine. Still leave the option for that game to be that hard, but also put the option in so that people who don't want to get their fucking asses handed to them actually can play the game too. And I think that's where these developers miss the mark, and that's what they're not understanding. They're trying to defend themselves by saying, oh, well, we don't like easy games. Well, then do you want to sell your game just to people who like extremely difficult games, or do you actually want people to buy the fucking thing? That's my point. So, anyway, sorry, I kind of got off the topic there for a little bit, but anyway, I'm going to continue with that Witcher 2 playthrough, and despite the fact that people are like complaining that because some people don't like it. It's not all people. I think some people who are used to console games aren't liking the playthrough, but a lot of people are their eyes are kind of opening up to this because they never played a game like this before. They never experienced a game that's immersive like this, that he has this learning curve, this difficulty curve, but how rewarding that the game can be when you actually do learn it, and there's a lot of stuff here to enjoy in that game. So, I'm doing fine. Even with just the Witcher videos on DSPGaming, I'm doing perfectly fine. I'm getting high view counts every day. I'm still in the top 100 most viewed channels on YouTube every single day. So I'm pleased. And I thank you again. If you have not checked out the Witcher 2 playthrough, I actually at this point urge you to check it out. Maybe skip the first 20 videos where I'm really struggling hardcore and start checking it out after that point. It's getting really good. The bosses are good. The fights are good. The plot is good. Everything is good. And I'm starting to do side missions now. I'm learning. I'm getting better equipment. I'm doing good upgrades that are making me stronger. So the game is really good in my opinion. There's just way too much difficulty and learning curve in it. Luckily for me, unlike the common person, I have fans who gave me advice, and within 2 days I learned how to play the game. The common person is not going to do that. The common person who's not used to hard games is going to say, fuck this game, and fucking throw it over here and go play something that they're having fun, rather than having to learn the game for 2 days before they can start having fun. And that's unfortunate, because the game is really good. I think a lot more people would give it a chance if they knew that there was really good middle to end game gameplay. So anyway, I'm doing fine. I'm going to continue with Witcher 2 on DSPGaming. For now, LA Noire, it is what it is. It's over on Red Dead DSP. When I get back from UFGT, I will be continuing both, and then I'm going to make my decision whether it's worth it to take the risk and try to put the videos up on DSPGaming for LA Noire, if I want to keep it over on Red Dead DSP. Okay? So that's it. One last thing, if you do want to check out the website for the tournament I'm going to and check out the events and everything that's going on, you can. It's ufgtus.wordpress.com. And on there you can get all kinds of information about the tournament. You'll also be able to find out where the live stream's going to be if you want to check it out this weekend. I'll also be tweeting over the weekend because everyone seems to enjoy when I tweet when I'm on these trips. So I'll tweet, you know, during our travel, when we're there, how we're doing, etc., etc. So that's it. That was a long one, but there was a lot of information to cover. Oh, one more thing before I sign out. A lot of people have been asking me who are interested in the Witcher 2 playthrough, what happened, because I was complaining at first. My keyboard wasn't working. I had an old wireless keyboard. I say old, but it's only a year old. And it wasn't working properly. It was dropping inputs, and I was getting fucked up because my guy couldn't move. I went yesterday to Best Buy, and I got the Razer Lycosa keyboard, which is a gaming keyboard. I got the Razer Imperator gaming mouse, and I got the Razer Kabuto mousepad, and so far the setup is fucking immaculate. I'm not having any problems with controls anymore, so I can't wait to get my hands into a game that's really control intensive, like Duke Nukem Forever when that comes out, and other games. So I'm really excited about that. So, alright, that's it. Long channel update, but it was important on DSP. I'll see you guys this weekend for UFGT footage over on DSP Street Fighter. Again, follow me on Twitter. They call me DSP. To get updates on what's going on at that event the whole weekend. And I will be back next week to continue my playthroughs, and I'll see you then.